Yo, welcome to the Line Podcast. Like it or not, the livest show in the O. We're ready to go. Let's rock it out. To my right, it's OGB.
Hello.
Straight ahead, it's Clement time.
Life is a beautiful journey.
To my left, O-Dog.
Yo.
And I'm your host, Mr. Tokes. Thank you for tuning in. Welcome to the show, everybody. The fuck is up? How's everybody doing?
Yeah.
Wunderbar.
The fuck is up?
Well,
Not the weather. Weather's dry, boy.
Not that temperature, huh?
Temperature's down.
Yeah, man. It's getting cold again.
I like it.
Christmas is almost here.
That's a nice.
Anything more than 5 days of cold, I'll take it.
Yeah.
A year. You know what I mean? Like I'll take it.
I love it, bro.
Sometimes it just misses us completely.
Yeah, some years it'd be like, dang, did we have a winter?
Some years we get like 2 days where it gets cold till noon.
Yeah. And that's
And
it.
then it's like summer again, bitch.
But it stays right on the border, of jacket weather and not jacket weather. Because if you're in the sun, you're sweating. Then you go in the shade, you're freezing.
Yeah.
You
Stays
can't
right
dress
there,
right.
Perfectly jacked up.
Yeah, you can't possibly
And
dress right.
It's easy to get sick because it's like that whole heat, cold.
Yeah,
type
and God
situation
forbid
going
you are sick because
I
then
know.
like your body's adjusting temperatures with the outside.
Yeah,
So
it's
you can never
never
get it
get it
right.
right,
You're just
yeah.
like, holy shit.
on. It lingers.
Yeah, but side note, I think I know why people bitch about other people setting up their Christmas and Halloween decorations early.
Right.
I think I finally figured it out. Think about it.
Uh-huh.
Why would you be mad at somebody else for setting up their shit early?
Because it puts pressure on you to set up your
Exactly. And not only is there pressure on you to set that shit up, but the next who has to take it down?
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
gotta go back
So
and
not
do
only
it,
are you late setting it up, but you got to take the shit
And then
down
if
faster
you do it
too.
too late, it's like you go through like a whole weekend to put it up, and then it's like 2 weeks later you got to go through the whole weekend to take it down.
Right. And if you set that shit up early, then you rewarded by having a long time to leave it up and
Yeah.
everything. So I think that's why the
When
haters
are
hate
you supposed to
about that.
take down the lights, man? I mean, is it after New Year's or after Christmas?
That's a good question.
I think I usually do it
After
and
New
how I've
Year's,
done
right?
it-
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
how
wait
I've
till
done
after
this
New Year's.
after New Year's.
Oh, wait, after New
Let that
Year's.
shit ride.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You did all that work.
Enjoy Christmas a few more days.
Yeah. Just to say, listen, honey, I'm
Let's
going to go
watch.
take those down next week.
Yeah. I know next week.
New Year's Day. I'm always depressed on New Year's Day, man.
Why?
I don't know why.
Really?
Yeah.
Like the
It's
day
usually-
of New Year's?
Yeah, it's usually shitty weather.
Yeah, it is.
Vacation, the break is over.
Yeah. You about to
Thinking
go
about
back to
work.
real life, and then everything on our jobs is going to be like on balls 10.
That's true.
You like, it comes back and like, where was
Yeah.
everybody at the last month?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then all of a
And
sudden,
your paychecks are shitty.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then
That's
all of a
another
sudden,
thing.
you get like an influx, and now you got to work
Credit
every
card
night.
balances are jacked.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, man.
That's
This-
depressing.
That's a good point.
Hey, but before we go further, I got to shout out my wife. 22 years in the game, man.
Oh,
Still wearing the
congratulations,
same
man.
chain, yo.
What's up?
Oh, man.
22
That's
years.
awesome.
Yeah, man.
That's rare these days.
Yeah.
22, dude. That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Don't mess that
I
up.
know. I be trying, but I can't.
No.
Get through this year, Clemmy. If
Anything
y'all can
after-
make it through this year, y'all good.
When you start getting in that 10, 15, 20 range, man, people start rooting for you.
Yeah.
You
It's
start
like, don't forget the milk,
You
baby.
can
Don't
make
forget
it.
the milk.
you start becoming the hope for other people.
I know
'Cause there's
people-
so many relationships that don't make it.
And it's like real talk. We have friends and people that literally come up and be like, if y'all don't make it, I don't have no chance to get.
I don't got no hope.
I don't even have
Yeah.
a chance to get married. So it's like
I got people like that I look at and I'm like, man,
Yeah,
keep with
You
it.
my, you my beacon.
Yeah.
Everybody's different though. It's like,
Yeah.
I've got an older aunt and uncle, they've been married for 50 plus years, and it's like the way they communicate is by bickering.
Yeah.
And so
Oh,
it's
yeah.
cute to watch, It's just like
Beautiful.
that's how they do each other.
Right,
That's
right.
it.
It's the passion, yo. It's
Yeah.
real passion.
Yeah.
If you're not like sometimes like to the point where you like really don't like that person,
Yeah.
you may not be in a good relationship.
Well, it's all, yeah.
I'm just saying.
But it's all about that frequency too, man.
Yeah.
It's not just about that. It's about saying, okay, you're never going to find the person that
No
meets
one is
all
perfect.
the same. Right.
No
Well,
one is perfect.
well, not just that, but you don't meet each other's demands perfectly.
You know,
Nobody does.
never.
Nobody
No.
does. There's not
Nobody
a single one. So how flexible will you get into it and say, okay, how workable is this?
Exactly.
And that's kind of where you go off of, and you just better it from there.
Or you learn to love them for their imperfections.
Bro,
Right.
and that's the hardest
Right.
part. That's the hardest
But
part.
that's a judgment call because because it's easy to do that shit right on the beginning and say, hey, you know what, I could deal with this. But you really have
Some
to
shit
look.
wears on you.
Yeah, you got to look 5-10 years and be honest with yourself.
And then after a while, bro, it's like it's weird. It's stuff just starts getting easier.
Uh-huh.
So stuff that used to like drive you up the wall, it's still there. But
Right.
you just it's I don't think you even learn to look over. You just kind of it just kind of morphs into like, oh yeah, that's just
Right.
her being her, or that's just him being him, and it's like
And you know exactly when and where she's going to be okay. It's like,
yeah.
That's where me and
I got
Jack.
one more day.
yeah.
That's exactly where me and Jackie are getting at.
Yeah.
We're figuring each other out,
And it's a beautiful thing.
we're just now getting to the point where our relationship where we're like, yeah, we could do this. Mm-hmm. I got this all day, and it's
Yeah.
actually more pleasurable than we really thought it was going to be because I thought that I was going to let her down in a lot of areas, and she, she's okay with it, and she thought that maybe I was going to let her down in some areas, and I pick up the slack. So that's what it's about,
And
man.
that's really what it's about,
yeah,
picking up the slack, bro.
doing what the hell you gotta do.
It's a give and take, and in some situations you're gonna give 90 and take 10, and in some situations you're gonna get 90
And you know what?
Take 10.
And I couldn't have the same conversation with you like 20 years ago.
Oh no!
Like I was a totally different bastard.
Oh no!
We all were.
You couldn't reach me on
No,
that
like
level.
like real talk, Corey. Like
we were.
5 years ago, right now, having this talk, you probably been like, bro, what the?
Yeah.
Like why are you doing that?
Yeah, because
it's
but that
so
just
much
shows
growth,
that
bro.
just shows you people jump into relationships way too early.
Yeah.
And they don't just like they feel this need that I gotta lock you down, man.
Yeah.
I need you because you're the only motherfucker I'm ever gonna find.
It's not,
And it's like, no, man, you got 9 billion people on the planet. It doesn't have to be like that at all.
And then everybody find that special person at different times. So it's like when you find them, you find them.
Yeah.
And I tell people that all the time. It's like it's no like it's no magical place or no magical way to do it. Like,
Right.
It finds you.
It finds you. It's like you.
That's having faith in the journey,
yeah,
baby.
yeah.
Having faith
It's
in the
a-
journey.
I mean, and then once you get with that person, it's a real journey.
Right.
It's not like it's like a lot of times when you feel like throwing in the towel over simple stuff.
Right.
And I've had people like I mean, I've been involved in weddings and different relationships where people were like madly in love and then they break up over the smallest stuff. And it's like, so let me get this straight. Y'all just spent this kind of money on this wedding and y'all can't figure out like, well, he drives the car too fast or something crazy. Like,
Yeah.
I can't deal. And it's like, what are
Yeah.
you talking about? So,
People get in the way of their own selves.
yeah.
Sometimes.
And you have to give sometimes, and then real talk, you got to give love a chance to grow.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't give love a chance to grow. It's not
yeah.
it's not, you're not going to get all the love the first.
They think they're going to be young and sexy forever. And
And
they
it
realize,
does-
hey,
no,
man, the game
bro.
gets harder when you get in your 30s and everybody's got a kid and shit.
yeah.
That dating game gets whacker and
Yeah.
it's whack sauce by the time you get to
Who you
35,
talking
40.
to? Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Try 50.
You got to deal with grown kids now.
My time. Our time, right?
Exactly.
Our time. Is that what it is? But you got to grow together.
Yeah.
That's the thing too. I think you have to grow together,
Yeah.
right?
That's true.
Facts.
Because if you grow in the opposite, different directions, then that's another
And
thing.
and that could happen at any time.
different rates.
Right. And that could happen at any time in your life based on what you're doing with yourself.
Yeah.
So you guys could be being fine and then all of a sudden you
So
start growing
just
apart.
You grow
You're
left.
like, where
and
the
she
fuck
grow
did we
right,
go?
And you're like, where?
Yeah.
And then you got to give people a chance to be themselves too, bro.
Yeah, we got to get on.
Yeah.
Inspired or not, do something today that your future self will thank you for. I like that.
Love it.
Very
I
simple.
like thinking
Yeah.
ahead.
It's chill.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're going to do something today by doing that. I'm actually going to do something right now. It's going to make my future self feel happy about. Let me first off by
Should I close
saying,
my eyes?
our government prioritizes special interest groups and campaign donors over working class people. You and me. That's right. The CARES Act was a direct upwards transfer of wealth, a relief package that didn't benefit a single motherfucker that needed relief at all. We got right now 30 million evictions looming. That's 30 million homes. That's 30 million families. 19 million will be evicted by the first of the month when eviction moratorium ends.
Yeah, but
if
they're
it
just
ends.
waiting to pull the trigger on that one, ain't they?
Right.
Slumlord.
They can't wait, bro.
Food lines were already ridiculous. Now they're impossible. Merry fucking Christmas. New York Times just did a piece. Small businesses are giving up. Basically says the owners see no end in sight. So they're this open close shit. Some of them probably are saying, hey, we could deplete the rest of our funds fucking trying to keep our place of business open, or we could save what we got because we don't know where the hell this is going. We keep opening, get told to close. We can't keep our staff on. We're losing our life savings. Yeah. We're losing everything we have had. So, there's a lot of them are just saying, we see no end in sight, dude. We're throwing in the towel. That's
it sounds like a bad relationship. On again, off again, on again, off again. Okay, fuck it, I quit.
Yeah,
I'm out.
I'm done.
Yeah, it's a bad relationship we can't get out of. That's the problem. We're stuck in the fucking.
Not even with the vaccine, huh?
No,
I don't know. We'll see.
Because now you got all these anti-vaxxers and all this weird information coming out about vaccines. Like you got to get people to take it because who's gonna take it?
They're ain't gonna force us. 60% of small businesses close permanently.
I'm curious at the table who would take it, just real quick.
I'm not interested really, but I mean,
what? So
would you take it?
If I had to, though, I would.
What if?
No, voluntarily with no symptoms or whatever. Just get in line and take it.
No, well,
that's a strong no, then, sir.
Fuck, man.
Like you go to your doctor for a checkup, like they do with the flu shot. Hey, would you like a flu shot today if you haven't had one?
Nah.
Here's the question.
Hey, would you like a corona vaccination today?
Nah.
Yeah.
Pass.
Yeah.
The only thing I wanted to say was with that. Now is my option, and we're just being hypothetical. What if now this is the only option to get it is that time frame? Like that's it.
Yeah. That's a good
scary.
one. That's a good question.
And and then Pfizer, is Maduro or Pfizer. If you have an EpiPen for any reason, if you take it, it's gonna whatever that, and it can be bees or whatever. You're gonna have the same reaction to that. So now you may code out because of.
Fuck, man.
Sorry, didn't mean.
It's weird.
60% of small businesses. 60% of small businesses are closed permanently. 15 million Americans lost their health care since March.
Yeah.
There's a headline on Time magazine that says no lessons have been learned. Why the $1 trillion coronavirus bailout benefited the rich. So it's official. It's not even a secret. It's out there. It's fucking headlines on some shit. So. I mean,
and I don't understand. My biggest thing is where was the government oversight on the money that was given out? Because we got money, and there was major stipulations on the money, but then you supposed to be in a small business, and then but then you got Kanye West with getting $2 million, and it's for what?
But you're referring to the 1,200, right? That we got.
No, I'm not talking about for small business.
Oh yeah,
we have a small
business,
and we got the PPE money, and it was all these stipulations on it at first, and then at the end it was kind of just long as you spent the money, and we're but what about all? Because we was diligent keeping all these records, and at the end of the day, they was even the accountants was they're probably not gonna make you pay the money back.
Oh, that's what they do. Oh, I got something on that. Yeah. Don't trust them motherfuckers.
No, it's not. But we did. It's just. But it's to us, it's so how do we're a real small business? We have the quota of 15 or less employees. How does Kanye, and I'm not picking on Kanye West, but he's a popular person that we know got money.
Right.
How did he get it? And he's already a multimillionaire.
Right.
How do he or even NBA teams, how do they fall?
Because that's how the stimulus works.
But businesses.
They gave it was a direct upwards transfer of wealth, man.
But it's the trickle down effect that we know don't work.
It don't work exactly. Exactly. That's my protest.
Those
bro.
economics don't work.
They don't.
Because who's gonna for around this table? If somebody gave you $50 and said, "All right, split it between the four of you guys," and that was the only $50 you got,
right?
You gonna split it maybe, but you gonna give him $1. Maybe give me $2 because you like me. Maybe give him $1, but you still holding on to
give me a chance.
$47.50.
Yeah, $47.50.
It's a shit to watch 60% of small businesses close like that, and just to see where they gave it.
Yeah,
it makes it makes no sense. It makes no sense
because it's real life people that, like you said, put their life on the line.
Yeah,
and spent everything they had for their dream, and then now it's.
Well, let's listen to this poor business owner that's losing everything.
R.E.S, is everything okay?
Okay. Our government leaders have abandoned me.
Are you the owner?
$4 trillion of stimulus money, They gave it to who? Special interest groups and campaign donors. I'm Dave Morse. I own the place.
So what's going on?
What's going on? You know what's going on.
Tell me. You tell me.
Hey, we got a government that has taken the stimulus money. They gave it to special campaign donors. They gave it to special interests. They abandoned me, and they have put me in a position where I have to fight back. Okay?
So do you feel that this is the right thing to do?
Absolutely. I feel everybody needs to stand up. Hey, listen. There was enough money to give every family in this country $20,000 to go home for 2 months. They chose to give it to special interests and campaign donors, the Kennedy Space Center, and they abandoned us. So you could have given me money. I'd gladly walk away for 60 days and let this virus settle down. I'm not going to do it alone. Okay?
Are you going to continue to violate the state's orders and stay open?
State order. This isn't an order. This is a conspiracy. This is a tyranny.
What do you want to tell other restaurant owners who...
Wake up. Stand up. This is America. Be free. I got patriots coming out supporting me the last 2 days. You know what? It's a great thing. Wake up. This is America. Don't let them ramrod you. This is crazy when you turn around and you watch what's going on West Orange Avenue, the big department stores, the train station, the airports, side by side eating meals for 4 hours. And you're going to blame me? Come on. Come on. This is not right, and you guys know it. Everybody knows it. Stand up, America. Give us the money to shut this thing down and calm this virus, but don't take it out on a select few.
Is there anything else you want to add, sir?
That's it, brother.
All right.
I'm glad you listened to me. Thank you. Hey, I'm really
the
a
entire
humorous
West
guy.
Michigan just listened to you. You're live on TV right now.
All right, I'm glad to hear that, okay?
Yes,
I'm really
sir.
a good guy.
Yes,
I've been
sir.
married 38 years. I got a wife, 3 kids. I got 4 great-grandchildren. Let me tell you something. I got a good life, and I've worked hard for it. I'm not giving up easily. I'm not going down alone. They want me to go down and be quiet. They never want to hear from me again. I'm not going to put up with it. It's time to rise up.
Got you.
Got to rise up. Shut it all down, or don't shut any of us down. That's the only way to get control of a virus. And believe me, our governor can say all day long that there is no such thing as surface contact. This is a virus. Come on. Go over there and sneeze on a package that you're going to buy for Christmas. Have somebody else come behind you by 30 seconds that didn't know you sneezed.
That guy's exactly right. The CARES Act, again, was the largest in American history, maybe human history, direct upwards transfer of wealth ever, and at the worst possible time of deadly pandemic, and one of the grandest fuck yous to the working class people of this country we've ever seen. So the same working class people, mind you,
Who's going to pay it back?
that literally, well, I have to pay it back, but also the ones that tear each other apart, trying to convince themselves that all lives matter.
Yeah, but they don't see the big picture.
Of course
They're not
not.
looking for that inspired or not.
Right, but think about that though, man. Like that guy's exactly right, man. You just can't fucking do this to us, man. I worked my whole goddamn life to get this, and you're basically making me go out of business. I'm gonna go belly up, and I don't have any living after that, dude. And there's no bailout. What the fuck?
And I was wrong. It was 500 people in a single location, and that's how you figure out how you. So if you have 500 employees, how is that considered a small business, bro?
Wow.
That part I don't like.
Wow, man.
And
it's real. It's because our government just abandoned us, man. It's all bullshit, dude. They all knew for it, and they all voted for it. If you don't know your job, right?
Yeah.
We fuck up at our job. It happens.
Everybody do.
They can't fuck up at their job. And it's not like they're fucking up at their job. They're just missing cues, man.
No, it's there. Like the man said, they paying donors and their buddies and like, hey man, did you give me $50,000? Well, take this $1 million. It's like what?
Well, when I say they abandoned us, what I mean by that is other governments, when they lose their business, when they force you to close your business, they pay your employees wages.
Right.
So, example, they got Japan here, pays 100% of small businesses and 80% for large. Canada, right? They fucking pays up to 75%, eh? Mm-hmm. UK pays 80%. Italy pays 80%. France 84%. Germany 87%. Netherlands 90%. Go home. We got you.
What are we doing?
United States right here. Wait, that can't be right. It has a dick emoji next to it.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah, United States one time payment of $1,200
Figure it out.
Maybe we'll get 600 more.
Yeah, figure it out, losers. Like what?
Fuck, man. All while over 50 million Americans are facing food shortages.
Yeah.
26 million going hungry. 1 in every 8 Americans reported not having enough food last week. America, 0%. Got it. Cool.
So, yeah.
Since the crisis began, Australia got 1,993 a month.
A month?
Denmark got 32.88 a month. France gets 75.75 a month.
Damn.
Germany gets 73.26.
What?
On and on. America. That dick
Zero.
emoji's still there. Fucking dick emoji.
0.
Fucking eggplant.
0.
So no matter who the fuck you are, if this doesn't bother you, it should.
I'm moving to the south of France, man. Right there.
Collect 7.
Cannes.
I'm gonna try Canada.
Nah, I need warmth.
Hey.
Mediterranean lifestyle.
Ooh. Olive trees and
Bora Bora,
olive
maybe.
skin.
Me and the Canadian bacon will get close.
I tell you what, a lot of people are going to start looking at other shit. That's for damn sure.
It's rancho.
You know who they didn't abandon?
Oh.
The banks.
Oh, yeah, man, come on, bro.
PBS reports Federal Reserve to lend an additional $1 trillion a day to large banks.
A day?
A day.
Who they giving the money to?
1 trillion every day.
Okay, but like if they're getting $1 trillion a day, where is that money going?
I don't know, but this is actually upsetting. I didn't know we were going in this direction.
Meanwhile, oh, it gets better.
You should have pre-gamed today,
Meanwhile, diaper theft is reaching new record levels.
Diaper theft?
It was already one.
Sense.
It was already one of the most shoplifted items. Now it's fucking everybody's going for diapers.
People that don't have money need diapers. They're gonna get their diapers.
They're gonna get their
Damn
diapers.
right.
They're gonna get their diapers.
And formula. I know.
Yeah, who's gonna stop you from stealing that?
I know I
If, you
wouldn't if I was a
if it's
security
that
guard.
bad,
Yeah.
like damn.
I'd fucking stop them and then buy them for them and then say, "Go, man,
Go
fuck,
ahead.
I'll take this one." But do you see what's going on in America? Here's a list of companies that went bankrupt in the pandemic and simultaneously paid their CEOs bonuses for it. Yay! Real life participation trophies. Check it out. J.C. Penney goes bankrupt. They pay their CEO $4.5 million.
Whoa.
Chuck E. Cheese went belly up, $1.3 million. Neiman Marcus, $6 million. Chesapeake Energy, $25 million to executives. Frontier Energy, $37 million to executives. GNC, $2.2 million. 24-Hour Fitness, $9 million. Acom Drugs, $3.6. List goes on.
I still don't like this conversation.
How you closing the doors and paying like the people that need it the least?
They need it.
Because, well,
That's America.
It's so. If you're
gonna get it, just wait.
it's
You can go out there and grow your own food if you want to. That's freedom,
That's
baby.
freedom, baby.
Get off the grid.
Yeah, but it's not even that. You can still get arrested for growing your own shit.
Yeah, if it's a Monsanto
taxes.
seed.
You get arrested. Now you start arresting these, Clemmy, for loitering in the wilderness.
That's hard.
it's actually called, Clemmy, a retention, so companies will stay on, or a participation trophy for fucking up and getting rewarded for it.
So you get a retention pay for
Going belly
Fucking up the day.
for going bankrupt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They give you a check.
So
walking
how
out.
does
This
that
is what crony
how does that
capitalism
work in our
and
job?
fucking corruption does, dude.
Well, how
This
does that
is-
work in our job, yo? Like, I mean, like, bump the job, I'm walking off. All right, that's a $20 raise. All right.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna be here tomorrow either.
I'm really leaving.
This is a result of crony capitalism and fucking corruption, dude.
Yeah.
They just took over the fucking game, man. Let's listen to someone who truly could use that sort of help.
Yeah, this lady's got it.
So this is my place, the Pineapple Hill Grill and Saloon. If you go to my page, you can see all the work I did for outdoor dining, for tables being 7 feet apart. And I come in today because I'm organizing a protest, and I came in to get stuff for that. And I walk into my parking lot, and obviously Mayor Garcetti has approved this. Has approved this being set up for a movie company.
Same exact shit she's got.
Same.
Outdoor picnic tables.
I'm
Same
losing
spacing, everything.
Everything
They
I
shut her
own is
down
being
and they
taken
set up
away
next
from
to
me.
a door to
And
her.
they set up a movie company right next to my outdoor patio.
Because they got that
Right
money.
over here.
Yeah. That's all that is.
Donors.
Better
Yeah,
have
And
money
people
than make
wonder
money.
why
Major
I'm
donors to-
protesting and why I have had enough. They have not given us money and they have shut us down. We cannot survive. My staff cannot survive. Look at this. Tell me that this is dangerous, but right next to me as a slap in my face, that's safe. This is safe. 50 feet away.
They're killing the American dream.
It's beyond.
This is dangerous. Mayor
fight.
Garcetti and Gavin Newsom is responsible for every single person that doesn't have unemployment, that does not have a job, and all the businesses that are going under. And we need your help. We need somebody to do something about this.
So if that's not enough, while they close this lady down, allow a donor movie company to set up next door, tell you to go home and not to see your family, the governor she was referring to, Governor Gavin Newsom, appeared on a tweet at Napa dinner party, pictured, was not outside, and there was around 20 people with him while he's closing down people's businesses and her business. He's having dinner with rich people who are making tons of money off the COVID virus.
Not wearing masks.
Nobody wearing them fucking masks.
No, for what? They can buy the freaking
I-
vaccine, too.
They're literally tearing the American dream all apart, man. All these people that worked so hard for their money, and the sad thing is, the small business people are the American dream people.
Yeah.
They are the American dream people, dude. They actually grinded and they believed in what the fuck was coming. Now, the 1%, everybody, they're American dream people too.
Yeah.
But they just hit big, man. They hit really fucking big.
But
Now,
the
however it
average person
happened, whether
don't
it's trust
hit
fund
that
or whatever.
big.
Right. But the whole like idea of the American dream and stuff is moving to America, starting a small business, and being able to do something that could benefit you in your future.
Yeah.
And that is gone. It's gone. It's fucking gone. 14.6 million Americans lost their health care since March. 72% of voters want med for all.
Yeah.
We can't get it because it's corrupt as fuck.
I mean,
Let's compare since we are the superior country. Let's just see all these other countries that are losing their health care, because I'm sure there's some other ones losing them.
There we go.
All right, Australia. No,
Get
well,
mad. You're gonna get mad again.
yeah, they got lucky.
I was going to walk out of this one.
And we're back.
He got so mad, he's quiet.
Yeah.
Make me nervous, man.
Australia, Belgium, Canada, Denmark, Finland, France, Germany, it's all zero. Nobody
They
lost
lost
their
their
even
health
South
care too,
Korea.
right?
Even South Korea didn't lose any fucking health care.
So we're in the middle of a pandemic. Everybody else are paying their citizens to stay home and be safe.
Yep.
And we're losing health care and losing jobs.
America's like that mom that just looks outside the window. She just look outside. The mom that just looks outside the blinders, like, he's still there.
Bro,
Closes the
America
blinds,
is no
goes back
helicopter
inside.
mom.
and you forgot one thing, Clemmy. You forgot in the richest country of the history of humanity, dude. That's happening. Turns out the U.S. is the only industrialized country where getting sick can make you go bankrupt. Who would think of that? That's a hell of a stat, isn't it?
Well,
I'll
do
say it
so
again.
many-
That's worth saying again. The U.S. is the only industrialized country where getting sick can make you go bankrupt.
But why do people make universal health care a bad thing?
Exactly.
I don't.
Scare
Nobody
tactics.
is.
They
Most
try
of
to,
us.
the quality of healthcare and physicians is going to go down that way. It's all going to be like lower tier, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, lower tier.
you know.
You can actually take care of me, bitch.
Yeah, you know what's funny?
Yeah,
Is that-
they feed that to people, man.
yeah.
Like,
It's
no, look at Canada.
yeah.
They look happy and healthy.
Shit's cheap.
It really
Well,
is.
not for nothing. You know, there's like 5 parties in Germany, right?
Yeah.
And America has 2, and they both are run by Wall Street. Okay,
Yeah.
so that's where our problem is, right there.
storm Wall Street.
Let me just speak on the housing crisis for a brief second, because that's really bad, and we need to mention it.
Lighten it up a little bit.
Is this the bright part?
Sprinkle some sunshine on this. All right.
Yeah, throw some salt, babe.
Let me. The housing crisis it's so bad. They basically steal your house, and this is how they do. So watch out. Okay, so if you start to fall behind on your mortgage, they say here's some stimulus money. They say we're gonna put you on a forbearance is the terminology they use.
That's true.
We're going to cut your mortgage in half for 3 months. And during that 3 months time, we're going to restructure your loan with all this taxpayer stimulus money. And in result, we're going to lower your monthly payment. Restructure your loan. And at the end of 3 months, they say, you don't qualify. That's what they do. And now you're 3 months late on your rent.
By the way, you owe us.
Yeah.
And your
Where's the
credit
money?
is shot because now you like in your mind you're not, if you're not making money, you're not paying bills. So then now your credit is going down. Oh my God.
Hey, call me on my cell. Oh, no, cell phone's gone. House is gone.
But now you're like 10K in debt, you know, and behind
Or
instead
more.
of, yeah,
If
you're
if
just
it's
a
a
little bit in.
house.
So nobody should be getting kicked out of their fucking place right now.
If you're losing your home, give me a call. 407. No, it's fine.
No, they honestly, man, people are freezing their balls up north, and they're about to start getting kicked out of their fucking place. Yeah. I think it's terrible.
So,
I don't think anybody during a deadly pandemic in the richest country of all time should ever be getting kicked out of their fucking place.
I think people are going to be making a stand.
Yeah, but do you think anybody at this table? Do you think that at the end of this, whatever it is, memorial or the word I'm looking for? Yeah, the end of this, breaking payment and all that. Do you
moratorium.
Thank you, Corey.
Sorry
At the end of this moratorium,
I heard you struggling.
I'm looking at you for help.
But the moratorium.
I was like, break it down, bitch. Yeah.
But the end of the moratorium on payments, do you think the landlords are going to like go hard on people?
It's not
kick them out.
But it's not the landlords. It's the cops. Yeah. Well, I'm thinking to answer his question. I'm thinking what backlash are they going to get? What breaks are they getting? Because I think it's gonna be a domino effect. Like if they're getting the leniency, they can give it.
Right.
If they're still being asked, it's like, all right, man, you gotta go. I gotta bring in some 24-year-old fucking I don't know.
Yeah, somebody
some tech guy that's doing his own thing has an app.
Bring in a stripper. She getting money every night.
Yeah,
exactly.
The strip clubs are actually doing good.
Of course, I'm sure they are. They're probably
lemon
pushing
pepper wings, baby.
That's gonna run out too.
Lemon pepper wings.
We're gonna stop spinning.
Yeah. Can't make it rain every night.
We gotta get a warehouse and start our own.
If my stripper don't come out with a mask on her bottom half, it ain't real, son.
Or what if she has a mask on her bottom half?
That's what I'm
saying. That's even better.
That's what I want. That's what I want.
Oh,
I want a mask for the bottom half.
I thought you meant panties.
No. I want a mask. I need a mask. I need to make sure it got filters too. That thing breathing, bro.
But you've seen what they've been doing to black people all these years. Now they're just going to do it to poor people, man. That's what they're doing. It's population overkill. Now they're just going to be doing it to poor people. They don't give a fuck if you're a Democrat or a Republican, by the way. They don't give a fuck if you got a Blue Lives Matter shirt on, a fucking Bob Marley hat. They don't give a fuck. Yeah. They're going to come to your home and they're going to throw your ass out in the street. And if you resist, they will beat the fuck out of you just like they do any fucking body else. So,
to clear it up, poor people people of color have been the same in America forever. They just made it seem that it was a difference, but it's not. I mean, because the real talk is like percentage wise, it's nothing to talk about. But it's sad that these people thinking that it is not affecting them because it's happening to them.
That's the number one problem with our country right now. Is if it's not bothering you, you don't have the energy to think about the other people.
It used to be, like crack epidemic and all that. It wasn't a problem until it hit white America.
Yeah.
Now it's hitting white America. Yeah. It's poverty thing.
God damn, that's a good analogy.
That's a good analogy. Now it's like, hey, hey, Fred.
Fred, who turned off the lights, bro?
They're gonna kick me out of my fucking house. I'm fucking angry.
Oh shit! But they just did it to George. They've been fucking with George the whole time. I know, but it's happening to me now. It's fucking happening to me, and I don't like this shit.
Now Devontae, he deserves this shit, but George, I don't now.
I always was nice to George anyway. God damn it! I don't know why they did that to George. They're fucking with me, and I don't like it. But lastly, The Rising had Jimmy Dore on, and Jimmy proposes a unique opportunity that could force Medicare for all, and this is to a vote. And this is important because it's a good idea. But let's take a quick listen.
Himself is here to talk about exactly that. So great to see you, Jimmy.
So great to see you. Thanks for having me on. I'm super excited to get this message out. So here's the message, if I could just tell people. So progressives are always told that they don't know how to use power. They don't know how to grab power. Well, they don't have power, right? But the progressives who are elected in Congress right now, I mean the real progressives, not the 100 people in the Progressive Caucus. I'm talking about the Squad, Cori Bush, Jamal Bowman, Ro Khanna, people like that, Ayanna Pressley, people who are actually have progressive policies. Now they have leverage. Mm-hmm. What's their leverage, Jimmy? Well, Nancy Pelosi needs their vote for speaker, right? Because the Democrats and Nancy Pelosi performed so poorly that they lost seats in the House under Donald Trump. So now the margin is really small, right? So just a handful of progressives could say, Nancy Pelosi, we're withholding our vote from you for speaker unless you bring up Medicare for all for vote on the floor. That's our deal. Now it's up to Nancy Pelosi. Do you want to risk your speakership, or do you want to make sure we have a vote on a basic human right? This is very doable. Everybody who I've said, even my detractors are saying this is a great idea. So this is a good idea. This could actually work. We all are upset that progressives never flex their muscle, never use their power. The worst abuse of power, Crystal, is not using the power you have to fight for people. So right now, they have the power. They could do this. This is the only time in the next 2 years that the progressives are going to have any leverage whatsoever. And I'm begging them to use it right now to make Nancy Pelosi bring a vote for Medicare for all. It is time to get people on the record. Some people say, well, it wouldn't pass. Well, then the American people who are overwhelmingly for Medicare for all need to know exactly who's against it, because people who are running on Medicare for all get elected. We need to have a marker right now, and we're in the middle of a deadly pandemic. This is politics 101. You know who knows how to use their leverage? The Freedom Caucus knows how to use their leverage.
That's true.
You know why we got to unite? Because the way politics works, you have to get these politicians to agree to shit before they get your vote. That's how we're doing it today. And to do that, we must be educated and we must be together. Our society is set up to where striking is not easy. 80% of us live paycheck to paycheck and can't afford a $1,000 emergency. Our healthcare is tied to our employment. This is not a coincidence. This is by design. And the U.S. has printed more money in the last 6 months than the previous 11 years.
Oh, shit.
So that's the kind of fuckery.
So inflation is coming.
Oh, man. I have to warn everybody because, dude, this save your fucking money, man.
Inflation is coming.
And unfortunately, we can't just vote our way out of this.
No.
So Steve Jobs said you can't connect the dots looking forward. You can only connect the dots looking backwards. So it's time to wise up and rise up. We're going to be back.
Nameless, unreasoning, unjustified.
Welcome back. Line Podcast. We got somebody on the line right now. It's a longtime friend of mine. He's doing a non-profit for Uganda. His name is Jason Ralph. Say what's up, Jason.
What is up, everybody?
What's up, man?
What's up, Jason?
Welcome to the show.
Good to see you, my friend.
Hey, man. It's good to be here. Thank you for the time. I appreciate what you guys do.
Awesome.
I don't think you guys get enough credit for what you're putting out there yet, but you'll get your platform. We're going to get you boosted up.
Love it, love it, love it. Thank you for the compliment, brother, man.
So I appreciate your time.
How you been, man? How's everything?
Everything is moving forward, and it's been moving good. Perspective in life is a very important thing.
Oh, man, especially today.
The people you surround yourself with really can bring you up, or they can tear you down.
Amen.
That's beautiful.
That is poetry.
But they're going to do one or the other. There is no in between.
Oh, man. Wow.
They either are going to bring you up or tear you down. So I've surrounded myself with some really good-hearted people that are about other people and have literally, I don't know, the best way to put it, I mean, if you can think with me for a minute, I'm going to quote a phrase here, it's to die to self, which means to take all your desires, everything, like I want a boat, or I want a 2-story house, or I want 3 cars, or and put all that aside for a minute and think about others for just a moment. And those are the type of people that I surround myself with, and things are growing, bro. And as I've grown in life, man, I got 4 kids, I got a beautiful wife, and we're all on the same mission.
Love it.
That's awesome.
Love it, man.
That
Bro,
awesome.
you're setting off goosebumps in the den right
You're talking
now.
my language, bro.
Yeah, you got everybody's attention right now. I love it.
Well, I gotta say this, and if you'll allow me to, I'll go here. This isn't Jason, man. People don't act kind, and it's not by nature that people act kind. It's not by nature that people want to give. It's by nature that people want to take. It's by nature that people want to think about themselves. So you got to ask, how did I get here? What created this frame of mind?
Right.
And not only me and my family and many people in this world, I speak for a lot of people in this world, and all the people that I surround myself with, we got to ask ourselves, what is in us that makes us want to help instead of take?
Yeah. It was, for me personally, it was just a look in the mirror and say, hey man, I don't like this. I want to do something better, man. I want to make my parents proud. I was raised better than this. It was just and then I had Tebow. I love, Tebow's my guy. Tebow's my guy. So, you got those inspirations,
He definitely has some good words.
But that goes back to what you said though. If you have somebody around you that could inspire you, that's the beginning right there. And
yes.
because you got to come to that your decision yourself. And
Let me give you a word. The word is being intentional.
Right.
You got to be intentional about it. Once you know that, you got to be intentional about doing that, seeking those people out, shedding those people that are bringing you down.
Absolutely.
And then you got to be intentional about it. That's a key word, to live life intentionally.
Wow, man. That's awesome. Wow, man. So, tell us about your nonprofit, man. You sent me the video on it, and I was blown away, man. I want to be a part of it. I want in, man.
Let me tell you about this Action Oak Foundation. So, our friend Becca from Pine Ridge High School.
Absolutely.
All right, so her and I.
What's up, Becca, if you're listening?
Shout out to Becca.
She will be listening. What's up, Beck? So, all right. So, our friendship formed when I moved. I was born in South Carolina. And me and my family moved to Deltona, Florida when I was 11, and I started 6th grade at Galaxy Middle School.
With me.
Yes.
Yeah, that's where we bumped into each other.
Galaxy. That is exactly right.
That's right.
I didn't know anybody. I was new to town. I didn't have a single friend. I didn't have somebody from the 5th grade coming up with me into the 6th grade. I was on my own. And Becca was the very first friend that I met.
Aww.
She was the very first person that actually spoke to me.
Wow.
And engaged me in conversation. And you got to get this. This is going to crack you up, man. So, guess what it was that she said?
Oh man. You're adorable.
We're in that silly line getting our lunch food, right, in the cafeteria.
Yeah.
We're waiting outside along the concrete wall, and her and a couple of her friends are up above me, like 3 or 4 spots, and I hear them whispering, seeing them, and they're looking at me, and she looks around at me and she says, "You look like Macaulay Culkin."
You did look like Macaulay Culkin back then. That's great. That's great, man.
ever since then, man, we just had a friendship that just lasted forever, and it's led us to this moment now. So
you're Macaulay Culkin without the drugs.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
If you put a picture of Macaulay next to me right now, I'm doing better than him.
Oh yeah. I don't even have to do that. I know that.
Sound like it.
And by the way, I saw the picture, man. Your beard is on point.
Yeah. I'm working it, dude. It takes work. I gotta say, I never thought it would, but it takes work.
You got
it
beard
does.
oil
it
and
does.
all, yo.
What is it?
A beard oil and all that, bro. It's a process, man. Yeah.
You just can't go natural.
Nah.
That's hilarious.
I'm trying that.
And I got a link to a source if you guys need some good stuff. We'll share that later.
Okay. Beautiful.
But moving forward, it brought us to this point in our life. We all have different paths and different things, and of course we've all been, it goes without saying, really affected by many of the different things that have gone on around us over the past year and a half. And there are many different things, not just one or two.
Right.
Without speaking about anything specifically, I think we all know what they are.
Correct.
So, that being said, throughout the past year and a half, Becca, through what she does, bumped into this gentleman named Ray Moses, and he lives in Uganda, Africa.
Wow.
Okay. So that was through their Young Living organization or whatever they do. They got to a conference. They met each other. They bumped into each other. He told her all about what he does. This young man is only 25 years old.
Wow.
But his story inspired her to the point that it made her act.
Wow.
That's
awesome.
It generated something inside of her that has created now what, and I know she's listening, a life purpose. She knows what she's intended to do. She started a bachelor degree program, and now she's working to become, international business and just work in international business and take care of things like that.
That's awesome.
So that's going to be a huge
shout out to Becca.
Yeah, I see you, Becca.
Yeah.
Go, girl.
Big moves over there then.
Yes.
I won't share much about her, but she deserves so much accolades.
It sounds like it.
Begin to tell you. I mean, and that's only just one little piece.
Right.
So,
right.
Anyway, moving forward, so them meeting, she felt led to call out to all of her friends via Facebook and Instagram and all that social media and however you got to get to them.
Right.
To send a care package to these people. Not very many people felt led to donate. In fact, I can't name very many, but we felt led. Me and my wife, Lindsay. We've been together for coming up on 8 years.
Awesome.
Oh, congratulations.
Congrats.
Thank you very much. Let me tell you a little bit about this gentleman, Ray. I'm going to give you his biography right now, and it's very well worth speaking about. I know this man. He grew up in Africa and in the slums. And even right now, as I speak to him, days he has electricity, days he does not. He does not get to live in a house like we get to live in. He doesn't have that luxury. When he brings food from the city to the orphanage, it's loaded on a bicycle and hand walked down the dirt trail, however far it is. I mean, getting to know this gentleman over the last year and a half has opened my eyes to the absolute bull garbage that goes on in this world. And it has ignited a fire in me finally to get me into action to do something about it. I might not be able to solve it. We might not be able to solve all the world's problems. That's not the intent. But we're here to make a change. And that's what we're about. That is what Action Hope Foundation is about. So as
Love
I move
it.
on, let me tell you about my boy Moses.
Action Hope.
And I'm going to read this. So if I stumble a little bit, you'll just have to forgive me.
You're already forgiven.
Moses is the founder and vice president of Action Hope Foundation and Action Hope Uganda, a nonprofit organization. This man's only 25. Wow. A nonprofit organization dedicated to providing childcare, support, and education sponsorship to orphans and vulnerable children in Uganda. Moses is a 25-year-old brought up from a humble background, raised by a single mom with 2 siblings. His father died when he was 1 month old. Growing up in the slums of Uganda, life was challenging, and it was really hard for him to acquire quality education due to tuition challenges, studying on an empty stomach, all day long, and not being able to acquire scholastic materials like just pencils and pens and books and stuff, man.
Right.
These people live a little bit differently than we do. Moses then attended Toronto Christian Center Nursery School. He also attended Industrial View Primary School, Rock High School, and then participated in community programs throughout the Ugandan districts. This is a bit long, but you need to hear this.
No, this is good. Yeah.
And what's the website?
Action Hope Foundation.
Got it right now.
To
There
that
it is.
3-line area.
He's got it.
We could pull it up.
Click on bio, and you'll be reading right with me.
I appreciate it.
Moses grew up with the guidance of not only his mom, but his uncle and his aunt. And as I've been talking to him through like Zoom meetings and whatnot, his aunt was a huge inspiration to him.
Awesome.
Really, really, really was instrumental in his life. During his university career, Moses had carried out voluntary activities with different charities and nonprofit organizations across Uganda, and just worked with different operations. With his passion, he was able to transform, and he's been able to transform different communities within Uganda. And he's got a team there. He's got different people there that he works with hardcore every day that he does. He not only that, in addition to all that, he's a professional videographer and photographer.
What does this guy have time to do all this? This guy's 25 years old.
Bro, because over in other countries, man, they just live straight off the land, dude.
Yeah.
And it's a completely different perspective for them, so they don't need money.
Right.
They just need a little bit of food. They don't care about taking a dang shower. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't.
Right.
They don't have power sometimes, dude. It's a whole different mindset, and it's a whole different cultural change. So these people have the time to do these kinds of things because they have such a desire to be a philanthropist and change the world around them and their community and get them out of poverty.
Facts.
And he's reaching out, and we've taken hands.
There's more of an urgency.
We've bound as a team, okay? And after years of a bunch of contemplation, just thinking about it, he created a goal to launch a non-profit organization benefiting his community, and that was named Action Hope Uganda. That was founded on the 10th of May in 2018 by the support of his friends David, Samuel, and his siblings, Lydia and Aseda. On October 1st, 2020, Action Hope Foundation was incorporated.
Nice.
And we became, me, Rebecca, my wife Lindsay, and our buddy Moses.
Love it.
Became an organization.
It's a solid team.
That's awesome.
I got more, dude. You guys have no idea. Do a little Google search of a man named Andrew Brown who used to pitch for the LA Dodgers.
Oh, Andrew Brown. Wasn't he from Trinity?
Hey, you know him, yeah.
Yeah. I love Andrew.
He goes to, we go to church together. He's a real solid friend of mine.
Yeah, he's a good dude. Real good dude. I know his whole family, actually.
Oh, that's very cool. That's very cool.
The Browns.
So he makes a huge impact in the community around DeLand especially.
Right.
Working at Stark Elementary.
Love it. Shout out to Andrew.
Yeah, we got Cody King and Laney and a lot of guys from our church that work there at Stark that really impact those little kids, man. And it's such a beautiful thing. Our quote is this: love in action creates the hope that changes lives.
Love it. That's a good one right there.
Our vision is to have a world free from poverty and filled with love.
That is good. That's good sauce right there, buddy.
That's real good.
That's good sauce.
We are a U.S. registered nonprofit organization that provides hope and care to the world's vulnerable orphans, women. That's what we haven't yet talked about, but we'll get to that if we have time.
Love it.
And the elderly, by helping them have a sustainable life. Operating from Florida, where we are, we're going to work in Volusia County. I'm really focused in Daytona, Florida, where I work. I'm getting into the community. I'm starting to get to know the police. I'm starting to get to know all the up people. We're going to get Daytona worked out.
Good deal.
You guys are working in Orlando.
Tell Chitwood we said what's up.
Area, right? And then Beck is working up in Georgia. And Ray's working over in Uganda.
Wow, man.
That's awesome.
I love it, man.
Awesome
let me tell you what's next. And you're going to love this name. I don't know if you speak Creole from Haiti, but you know our boy Joubert Bouvet.
Oh, yes, I do.
So
yes, I do.
He was out in my driveway last night. Shout out to Joubert, because I know you'll be listening.
Joubert, my bro. How you been, buddy?
We love you, dude.
Always. Joubert from the block, baby.
He is from the block.
That's it.
Right there on Maltby growing up.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, so talking to him last night, and he'll attest to this because he'll hear this. We were talking, and I think that in the very near future we'll have an Action Hope Haiti. Now listen, my church already does missions, and that's the thing I love about churches, because our mission is just to reach out to people, man. And so there's people in our community right now that we're going to start sponsoring families. But our worship pastor there at that church is from Haiti. Our worship pastor at that church, it is Deltona Alliance Church. And listen, I'm gonna put this on blast.
Plug it.
I hate religion.
Oh,
put no stock in it.
Hate it.
Yeah.
Right.
There's a huge difference.
Christ is more important with our relationship than our religious practices.
Right.
And then a lot of time in Western civilization, we're caught up in our practices, and he's looking for the relationship. So that's why it's hard a lot of times to minister to people, because they expect you to look like and act like someone that's in a religion. And it's not about the religion, it's about the relationship.
Interesting.
Yeah. And that's something that you grow to.
Yeah.
That's something you grow to.
Well, Jason, why don't you give us a plug, man, so we can get a phone number, and how do we donate, and tell the listeners, what's going on in your next steps here.
Right on, man. Well, I appreciate your time. Our next steps is we're going to create Action Hope Haiti.
I love it.
We got a worship minister at our church that lived in Haiti, grew up and born in Haiti. His whole family, he did productions, videos, music, and had concerts with people of over 100,000 people in Haiti before he came over to the United States to serve.
Wow.
So he's well known through Haiti. Not only that, I told you about my boy Joubert, JB, your boy Joubert, JB.
Yes, sir.
I was talking to him outside of my house last night, and he has people there, and we are going to then create an Action Hope Haiti. So we're going to impact the entire world. And this is not something that I hope is going to happen. This is not something that I think is going to happen. This is something that has already happened. We're just walking through the motions.
I love it.
The best way to get a hold of us is actionhopefoundation.org. You can also find us on Facebook if you search Action Hope Foundation. There's also Action Hope Uganda on Facebook. You can also find us on Instagram and Twitter by searching Action Hope Foundation. Now, I have to tell you, before you start getting into all of that, best way to know the most about us is through the website. We are young. We are just getting started, so we are developing our Facebook. We are developing our Instagram. We are developing our stuff, and we are all people who work full-time jobs. So we are working hard, but we are already putting work into action. There's a video under the AHF programs tab. You can see where we've donated playground equipment and all of that. Just creating hope in people's lives over there. Like, these kids ain't ever seen playground equipment, man, and they're over there.
It's everything to them, right?
Man, and you see the smiles on their faces, and people matter, dude.
Right,
and
right.
What my intent is, the Lord has given me a little extra, so I'm taking a little bit of extra and I'm giving it, and I'm starting this.
That's awesome.
And we're funded with thousands right now, and we've got different ideas right now, but we're not going to be impulsive, and we're going to work and be led by the Spirit, and we're going to reach people's lives, and we're going to sponsor families. We're going to start sponsoring families on our website. We're going to start sponsoring little children over in Uganda on our website. So if anybody feels led to sponsor a certain family based on a bio and a picture, that will be up there. Or if somebody just wants to simply do a general donation, you can just click the donation. And it'll link you to Giving Way, and you donate through there. And, of course, there's the option to pay the fee or not fee. I'll pay all the fees for you, man. I'm telling you, just simply $5, it goes into work. The other day, we took a huge meal to a family who is in huge need right now because of the COVID virus, because of everything that's going on. The father's out of work. He needs to have foot surgery, couldn't have foot surgery because of COVID. The mother is just working a single job trying to take care of 4 children. It's not like they party and they... Like, right. I got family members who drink and smoke their money away. I ain't about helping them. But these people are straight up really in need. And she's going to school, nursing school, and it's just like, look, we can support these people around us right now. And so we just bring meals to them, and we do things like that. We'll have a video of that coming up on the website. But even a $5 donation will help allow us to do something like that. And it's more than just making a sandwich and bringing it over to feed them, dude. Like, we like to inspire hope. And here's how we do that. We don't make a little sandwich and put it in a little baggie and put it in a... We go to Publix, man, and we get them Publix subs, dude.
Publix subs.
Yeah, that's a winner.
Nothing says love like a Publix sub, man.
Bro, that's a winner.
Ultimate.
The ultimate. We're baking.
Isn't that so much worth the cost? Because when you bring that over, you're putting something in their spirit and on their face.
Absolutely.
And that's what we're about.
Yeah.
We're not about just providing for people. We want to inspire hope in people, so it creates a whole new nature inside of them that ignites them and gets them moving.
Right. You gotta light the fire, man.
And this time of year when people looking for places to give and something nice to do bigger than yourself, it's always nice to find out people that are actually giving back to people in the community, not
right here,
not taking that money and getting rich and not helping out. So this is awesome.
I'll give you my address, man. You can always drive by my house. I will never have a 2-story house. I will never have a. I know the people. Look, I've worked in the Christian circles. I know those people that have ruined the Christian name, and I fucking hate them.
Okay, preacher.
I love Jay. Dude, I told you you're gonna love this guy. I told you.
He real 100 though. He right.
He is 100.
And that's on the record. They are ruining my mission field. They are tainting the minds of the people that I'm trying to reach through the Lord.
I'm trying to do it right.
The truth of the reality is that we're sent to help them.
Yeah.
Right.
Anyone in need. I don't care who you are.
Well, Jason, man, I really appreciate you calling in, man. And this has been a great conversation, dude. I can't wait till the numbers calm down. We can get you in here and talk some more. And have you a part of the show and stuff. And you have Becca come in and everything, man. and Jubert and everybody,
and
man.
Anytime they doing something new, bro, just come and shout.
Anytime, the Haiti thing. Anytime you're doing something new, man, just give us a shout, and we're gonna. I know myself, I'm gonna donate. So, no doubt, man. And I really appreciate what you're doing, man.
Yes,
and just who you are, man. It's a humbling. This was a humbling conversation in itself.
Well, God bless you guys, man. I love you guys.
I believe him, yo. And I don't know why, but I do.
Together, I think not only you and I as groups, but we can unite and we can form within our communities, and we can really make an impact. And I don't think that. I know it.
Me too.
I absolutely know it.
Me too.
And I can't wait 10 years from now to speak about what we've already done.
Yeah, I love it, man. I love it, man. That's the attitude. Tebow always said it always starts with the attitude, man. Yeah. And that's what it's all about. Something we're all in control over is our attitude.
I love Tebow.
That's right. Jason, thanks again, brother. We'll talk to you real soon.
All right, bro.
All right, buddy. Soup.
Hey, good to talk to all you guys out there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Much love. We love you, buddy.
All right, later on.
All right, buddy. Soup. Well, that was Jason Rolfe.
I'm giving. Holidays.
Yeah, man.
I'm giving.
I'm sold, man.
I mean, 100% real life.
And that's how it starts. He's like setting up shop in Volusia County and Daytona. I mean, that needs help.
You know they need
help. Yeah, man. And I know you guys are gonna love him, man. He's from the heart, man. It doesn't get more authentic. There's no more authentic. Doesn't get more. You help me out this time.
I love you, Corey.
Doesn't get more authentic than Jason, man. He is truly a special dude, man, and he's the right one for the job on that one. We're gonna take a quick break. We'll be back.
Awesome.
Welcome back, Lion Podcast.
Yeah.
Thank you to Jason Rolfe for calling in one more time. With his nonprofit organization. Good job. And look forward to doing more business and talking to you guys.
Yeah, man. Got me feeling good.
Yeah, it had me feeling really good.
Got me wanting to give.
Yeah.
This is from The Cut. The senseless killing of Brandon Bernard. Brandon Bernard was declared dead at 9:07 p.m. the other night. He was killed just as planned, despite a national outcry to spare his life, making him the 9th person since July to be executed by the Trump administration. Before then, the federal government had not killed a person incarcerated on death row in 17 years. But Trump pushed ahead in an unprecedented ghastly spree. Bernard was 18 when he was convicted in 1999 of the murder of Stacey and Todd Bagley, 2 youth ministers in Killeen, Texas. He was one of a group of 5 young men who carjacked the Bagleys and drove around with them in the trunk before shooting the couple in the head and burning the car. The man who shot them, Christopher Villalva, was executed in September. Bernard set the fire. His lawyers argued that the prosecution withheld evidence that diminished his role in the crime. He was not the leader, they said, and had only set fire under the fear for his own life. 5 of the sentencing jurors said they would not have sent Bernard to death had they known. The federal government hasn't executed someone who committed a crime when they were that young in 70 years. So,
wow.
In his life in incarceration, sentenced to death, Bernard lived a model life of reform. He was one of the go-to guys for help. He also took part in religious activities and outreach to young people. Even a prosecutor in his case supported a commutation saying his sentence, because of his remarkable record, should be thought about. Wow. So, nevertheless, the Supreme Court was unmoved. So, all this under these circumstances, people on death row, I looked this up, people in death row are confined in federal prison in Terre Haute, Indiana, in what's called a special confinement unit. They are all kept alone in cells for 23 hours of the day. Bernard was locked in his cell for 23 hours a day for 17 years. Visits with his 2 daughters, his mother, and his brother and his sister took place through a pane of glass. So that's pretty fucking crazy, right?
That's torture. Torture. That's torture. That's modern day.
I mean, I get it.
Honestly, man, I have a hard time being, having empathy for someone that took part in the murder of two
Youth ministers.
innocent,
Ministers.
youth ministers,
Nah,
man.
don't get my words confused.
I'm not going to get up in an uproar for justice for something like that.
No.
I mean,
I think
that's karma. It was unfortunate.
Right,
that he did get executed, but he was part of a brutal murder.
That crossed my mind too. The karma thing. It's like, man, it sucks, but this is. Let me finish this real quick. Yeah. But yeah, there's a lot. Go ahead.
I think what our capital punishment. I think that kind of goes against the grain too, because it's like, are we supposed to be an eye for an eye, or do we supposed to love our brother as a keeper? You know what I'm saying?
And where does rehabilitation play a role?
But evil doesn't play by the rules, man.
I know it don't.
So right,
that's what make it really. I guess
the question, and the only question is, can you be rehabilitated after something like that happens in your life?
Yes.
You have to say yes. You can't say no.
There has to be a way to confirm that.
Yeah, I know. How do you confirm it? That's the scary part.
There is a way psychologically. You can, experts can tell.
Oh yeah,
I believe. I mean,
yeah, man. We got people that pay $400 an hour to go talk to people about their brain. So of course, people can tell. We have people that it could at least check. I agree with that.
But can you?
You got to survive the board.
Well,
can you? That's what I'm saying. You lie your ass off. I feel better.
Polygraph.
Yeah.
Polygraph hooked up the whole time.
A local reporter described how Bernard lay on a green gurney in the middle of the media room where executions take place behind glass. Kim Kardashian, who advocated for Bernard's release and was in contact with him, tweeted, Bernard told her in his last conversations that he was claustrophobic and was worried he might need a sedative before dying. Bernard's voice was calm and clear as he addressed the family of the Bagleys. I'm sorry are the only words I can say to capture how I feel now and how I felt that day. Bernard's family was not allowed to attend.
Sounds like he did everything that he could for his soul, and that's all that matters.
And that's really at the end of the day.
But that's crazy though, because that sounds like he was rehabilitating himself, which the system should also be assisting with.
Yes and no, because if you're in my thing, with capital punishment, I feel like if you're on death row and it's unreasonable doubt that you've done it, I don't see why you have to sit for 17 and 15 and 30 years. I think that's
because they appeal the shit out of it.
But at the same time, it's like, bro, what about the people? What about the amount of money we spending? Because we spend an extra fee.
They say it costs more to give them lethal injection than it does to keep them locked up, though. Huh? They say it costs more for capital punishment. Yeah.
How?
It does. It's look at how much does it cost to kill people?
Oh, so no, but I mean,
allegedly.
I guess my point is
capital punishment.
I guess my point is this: if you've been tried by a peer jury, the peer around you,
yes, sir,
and there's nothing, it's not a case where some DNA or it's some weird stuff going on. Like if it's cut and close where they got you on camera or something killing somebody,
right? I
think it should be like you get sentenced today, and sometime next week we say bye bye to you.
Yeah.
Because it's like, what other evidence is going to come out of, you know what I mean? Even if it was a crime of passion or whatever, you kind of pull the trigger.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a crazy situation because there's 5 people there.
I don't agree with capital punishment.
So, hold on. Let me go to this. Go ahead.
So we got 3 key facts. So in Kansas, defense costs for death penalty trials average $400,000 each. In contrast, the defense cost for non-capital trial cases averages just $100,000. Right, so it's a little. Oklahoma, the average capital case costs 3.2 times more than the average non-capital case. Now another one, Maryland, taxpayers paid $186 million between 1978 and 1999 to prosecute death penalty cases. The average cost per case, $3 million. Only 5 prisoners were executed during that time.
That's a lot of money for 5 people.
That's an expensive ass injection for some shit that don't even work. Check this out. At 9:11 p.m., the lethal injection process began. At some point, Bernard asked if it had started yet. At 9:15, his body began shaking, and at 9:27, he was declared dead. That's 12 minutes later. For all that money, make that shit work better.
Just bam, bam.
God damn. What are you doing, man?
Bullets only cost $1.
That's what gay, bro.
Well, listen.
Fire and squad still work.
And one of Bernard's this is the thing that I think about. He was 18 years old, okay?
Yeah.
When it happened. Dude, when I was 18, first of all, I was an asshole. And who knows where my fucking head was at, but I was around a lot of assholes too. And who knows where their heads are at. I could have been in that situation so easily. And if what he's saying is he didn't pull the trigger, it was some dude, Christopher Valva, who they killed in September. They already put him to death. All right. If that guy shoots him, and that bitch is one of those. You ever had a crazy ass friend where you're like, holy
I know
shit?
exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Everybody got that dude that they know that you know you cool, but you ain't cool, but you cool.
Right.
You cool till you're not cool.
So what? So let's say this. What they thought was going to be a robbery. Let's say he knew that much. Okay, we're going to rob these people and we're going to get them for what they got. Turns into holy fuck! This guy just put 2 bullets in their head,
right.
and now he's looking at me and saying, "Burn this fucking car, dude." For somebody making a case all the time saying I'm scared for my life, I know somebody that does that all the time. Then I think we should see the leniency on the other side of it. And if and only if he's behaving like he is and seems remorseful. But that's why it's important to do those in-depth.
He got screwed in the beginning. He should have never got the death penalty. Period. You know, he should have got life without.
Exactly.
That's fair.
I agree. I agree.
No more appeals.
And
then, nothing. You're done.
Yeah. Or at least that way, dude, life sucks anyway. You're here, but at least now we could track your progress.
Yes.
we could track your fucking progress and see. Well, if you want to be rehabilitated, then you want life.
Right.
You want life because you want to show people that, hey, man, I have promise. I still have fight in me, man. I see what I did wrong, and
you could have helped other people.
Yeah.
And you could help other people
that had
man.
a chance to get out.
Right,
get rehabilitated
within jail too. You could
that's
do
what
it
I'm
for.
saying.
Yeah,
You could have done it.
Yeah,
you could have helped a lot of people.
It says he did
jail.
actually. It said he was a role model for other. It says in one of Bernard's last letters to journalists, Lillian Segura, Bernard wrote, "It just feels like you are fighting an opponent that doesn't have to play by the rules. There is no sense, only law."
Yeah,
and 23 hours a day for 17 years, man.
Bro, that's a long time. But why don't you take people like lifers like that, and when you get young kids coming in that's treading that way, why don't you do like a scared straight? Like, okay, I'm in here for life, bro. I know you think you hard on the streets right now. You on your way to be where I'm at. 17 hours a day.
Exactly.
It's not like General Pop where you can walk around, be with your friends, y'all can do it up.
That's
you know what I'm saying? It's locked down for real.
Yeah.
And I think that may be a better way where it's a win-win, where you using the lifers to rehabilitate the people that are on their way to life, and that's how the system can help. You know, maybe
they're policing their own.
They're policing their own,
and they can get a lot more done that way than trying to institute programs and people from the outside coming in.
Exactly. What better way to learn than from people that've been through it?
Yeah, because I mean, somebody from the outside talking to me, I'm like, bro, you ain't did one day yet.
Right.
But this guy that's been here for 17 years.
Got nothing to gain.
Got nothing left. And he gets, and then his 1 hour, maybe that's an incentive for them. For every hour that you get out, you get X amount. Instead of 23 hours, you in for 20 hours, and in those 2 hours you're out, you're going around talking to people that are at risk.
Right. But it goes back to what we were talking about the other show, is the rehabilitation. It's not there, man.
No, it's not set up. But bro, if you think about
it's
it
on
from
them.
Yeah. And if you think about the prison situation, the prisons in America being for profit, then if you're looking at it as a system, why would they want to rehabilitate you? It's like, why would I want to lose money?
Right.
You know what I mean? Because if I rehabilitate you, the chances of you coming back through here is slim to none. But if I leave you at your state, you're probably coming back.
It says in the article he even took up crocheting. They said repetitive movement in the hands.
Crochet, bro.
The repetitive movement in the hands is a very, very much a form of meditation. It was his way of calming himself and staying calm. And his whole place was crocheted out. He had a bunch of crochets up and everything like that. Crazy, man. A lot of hype and comparing this story around to Dylan Roof, too. He's going around. They're comparing this story to Dylan Roof because Dylan Roof was the guy that walked into a black church in South Carolina and shot those 9 black people. And they took him to Burger King on the way to jail. And then basically he's still locked up. He's still locked up. But that happened in 2015. Well, he does, but he hasn't been killed yet. But that happened in 2015. That's why I think that story isn't easy to compare. I don't really like the comparison.
And then that's the type of case that I'm talking about. Like 2 weeks later, bro, you know, say goodbye. Like I'm serious.
You got 2 weeks to get your shit together.
You got 2 weeks to call everybody.
To get right with God.
Get right with God. And 2 weeks from now, 21, it's like a 21-day moratorium.
Right.
In 21 days, bro, after we sentence you, bye-bye. Because it's like
I agree.
We know you're the guy that killed the 9 people.
It was on camera, I believe, too.
Yeah, it's nothing. There's no evidence needed.
Well, I think comparisons, exactly like you said, it's hard to compare that. But I think a smarter comparison would be who between those two is more likely to be rehabilitated. That's a better comparison because that's what you're working with, right? I mean, if you're going to throw away somebody's life, you want to or discard, you want to make sure that they have no fucking hope of.
But then that can get choppy too, because then how do we distinguish, like from the onslaught, who can and who can't?
Well, first of all, the guy that didn't walk into a church and murder himself with fucking 9 people, boom, 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 boom. Yeah, well, he's less likely. Yeah. All right, right off the fucking bat. Yeah. Right off the bat.
He's more sociopathic.
His chances are he dropped a little bit.
Yeah, his stock plummeted.
His stock plummeted.
So
if you
it's not a good deal. So you start there. And then you let the fucking, people work their way through it, the social workers, and let them figure it out. That's what they're supposed to be there for. That would employ more people. I mean, come on. It just doesn't make sense the way anything's done.
The system is nuts. But it's not, I hate to say this, but it's just not designed for that, bro. Because you're almost asking the fox not to kill the hen while you put the fox in the hen house. It's like, huh? You want me to go against my natural desire to kill and eat? It ain't gonna work. It's not gonna work like that.
They said the last one sentenced to die that young was 70 years ago. And you know who I thought of?
The kid on the Bibles?
George Stinney Jr., yeah. I thought about him, but it wasn't him because that was 76 years ago. So I couldn't find who it was they were talking about 70 years ago, but George Stinney was in 1944. But George Stinney, he was a 14-year-old that got execution chair for a crime he didn't commit. Check this out. In the Washington Post, I looked up an article. It took 10 minutes to convict a 14-year-old. It took 70 years after his execution to exonerate him.
Come on.
Sounds about right. It says 2 young white girls had been found brutally murdered, beaten over the head with a railroad spike, and dumped in a waterlogged ditch. George Stinney Jr. and his little sister were said to be the last ones to see her alive. The police were looking for someone to blame it on, so they used my brother as a scapegoat, his sister Amy Ruffner told WLTX TV earlier this year. Stinney's case has tormented civil rights activists for years. He was questioned in a small room alone without his parents. They had to haul ass because they knew that lynch mobs were coming for them right after this happened, because this is the Jim Crow era. Yeah. This is how shit went down. If something shit happened, the parents were just like, holy fuck, we got to go because they're going to kill us too.
Yeah.
So no attorneys. The Gideon versus Wainwright, the landmark Supreme Court case guaranteeing the right to cancel, wouldn't be decided until 1963. So there was no attorneys. Police claimed the boy confessed to killing Betty June, 11, and Mary Emma, 8, admitting he wanted to have sex with Betty. Since then, Stinney's former cellmate issued a statement saying the boy denied the charges. I didn't do it. Why would they want to kill me for something I didn't do? Stinney told his cellmate way back when. Stinney's family insists the confession was false. They said that he had an alibi that was never heard. The alibi was his sister. She was with him at the alleged time of the crime. She hid in a chicken coop when the cops came and got him. So watching their family, they were watching their family's cow graze near some railroad tracks by their house. When the 2 girls rode over on their bicycles, they were asking if they knew where to find some Maypops. So they said no, and the girls just went on their way. So that was this. When Stinney saw, that was the exchange. So get this, Stinney's family couldn't even come forward because they were terrified of white mobs. George's conviction and execution was something my family believed could happen to any of us. Therefore, we made a decision for safety of our family to leave it be. Charles Stinney wrote, and that was his brother, in a sworn statement.
Imagine having to surrender,
dude,
from being innocent.
Just leave a family member behind like that and just run.
I mean, but think about it. That's one versus total annihilation.
No.
Right.
It makes sense.
It makes sense, but just I'm just talking.
That's a hard choice, bro.
That's the equivalent of having your car wreck in water and having 2 kids and you can only save one. That's the equivalent, dude. That's the equivalent.
You have to leave somebody.
You got to leave somebody fucking behind, dude, to save somebody. It is total.
That's torture.
That is, bro. It is the most brutal.
And those people will live with that for the rest of their life because that's nobody.
They do. His sister's still here talking about it.
Yeah, you live with that.
They ultimately determined that Steny confession was fabricated 70 years later. Damn. Steny was barely 5 feet tall, not yet 100 pounds. The electric chair straps were too big for his frail body. He had to sit on books to reach the headpiece. And when the switch was flipped on, the convulsions knocked down the large mass, exposing his tearful face to the crowd. They even vilified a 14-year-old. Yeah. We'll be back. Good call. Line up, everybody. Welcome back. Yeah. Line Podcast. So, a COVID whistleblower raided last week in Florida. Anybody hear about this?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So, there's a woman, Rebecca Jones, who is a scientist in Florida.
Who?
Rebecca Jones.
Who?
Rebecca Jones. Who was told to manipulate data for the coronavirus. All right. And she wouldn't do it. So she sent an email telling people to resist falsifying COVID data. The result, they raided her fucking place, dude.
That's awesome.
So not only did they raid her house, they drew guns and pointed them at her fucking husband and children.
Yeah. That's not suppression, yo.
Yeah, dude.
Janet Reno style.
That ain't Ilion, man.
It's fucking.
Hey, they thought Janet was a punk until she went and got Ilion, bro.
Jones is an outspoken critic of Governor DeSantis, and she alleged her ex-managers directed her to doctor the virus case data to downplay risks of infection and death in the state. The health department has denied this.
Yeah.
This is what happens.
She quit after that and then started up doing it on her own.
Yeah, she tweeted, "This is what happens to scientists who do their job honestly. This is what happens to people who speak truth to power." Wow, bro. So they raided her for an email, for not lying, right? For encouraging others to not lie.
Wow.
For actually standing up, for having tremendous integrity. Right?
Yeah.
The shit that we're supposed to be made of is fucking human beings, dude.
That's the American value, right?
For knowing the difference between right and wrong and not being scared to stand up to power, dude. That having a fucking spine is what she's guilty of. So, and fuck that. We need more of that. Can I get a need more of that?
Bro, need more of that.
Need more of that.
We need more
of that.
Yeah.
We do.
That's across the board.
Like, to me, it looked like a hot potato. It's like, all right, maybe you'll get in trouble. All right, maybe you'll get in trouble. All right, maybe you'll get in trouble.
Right.
Oh, it's you.
Right. Right. It's true, man. We need to keep journals on this shit.
Yeah, like people like her.
Like actual diaries.
But then, like, you don't think about it like this. Why, if she lose her job, you don't have like a private company come along and scoop her up and be like, you can do it under guise of being a private citizen.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's just,
it's a scary reality we're living in right now, man. That this shit is that this is right out in the open. You know, it's right out in the open. They're doing this. Like, they raided this chick's house because she was fucking not falsifying COVID data. It doesn't get any crazier than
that. It really don't.
Fuck,
it's so crazy. It's almost like it's really not. It's like, what do you say to that?
Right.
You know
where is rock bottom? Because I'm trying to find it.
It's not. I don't think we. And the scary part.
The rock bottom is when they come to your fucking place.
That's exactly.
That's what's rock bottom.
When
we don't need to wait for that.
They knock on your door, that's when you.
That's what I'm saying. You don't want to wait for that shit. Because this is the roadblock that, guys, we're eventually going to be up against. This is that roadblock right here. This is it. When you get popular, they shut you the fuck down if they don't like what you're saying.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, what are you trying to say? Because I'm thinking from the work perspective.
Right.
Roadblock 2, like you don't got a choice type shit.
Yeah. I mean that's it's Gestapo shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's what I was saying. Is this all been just a big sham? You know, we're not living free. This isn't America anymore.
It's starting to look that way. And this pandemic is like,
I wanted to let the Marines. I wanted to let the Marines say it, but that's how I fucking feel too.
Well, when you said Gestapo, that's what I was thinking the whole time you was talking that story.
It's Gestapo tactics.
And why? And then like, on what level of government did somebody think it was cool to just go into a private citizen house over an email? I mean, an email, yo. That's crazy.
Meanwhile, you know, we got Pizzagate emails. You know, let's talk about emails. You know?
I mean, like
nothing happens.
Like emails that really could like lead to something, but we go get this lady that email that's leading to the truth. Like she's saying, okay, this is the data. This is the data they're showing you. This is the real data.
Right.
So if you think not wearing a mask is cool, look at the real data, and then you make that decision. Because you know it's still a personal decision.
Right.
So,
this is an example of how while we do that, like the iZombie thing, where we talk about how they're fucking with your attention, just trying to prey on your attention. This is what they're doing behind your back.
Yeah.
This is the shit that's going on behind your back while they're doing that bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
So
and then if she don't have, and you think about it, if that lady, if you, I don't want to speak too soon, but if that lady don't have cameras up in her house, we don't even know those people are in her house like that.
Right.
We don't even know the cops come and knock on her door and draw their guns.
It could be fake news at that point.
It could be fake news. It could be contribute to that.
Right. Those cops are sworn to uphold the Constitution. You know, you can't do that shit by taking orders from a fucking fascist at the same time. You can't do it. It's impossible.
And that was a state, so then that's not coming from the.
It is crazy.
This is
exactly.
This is crazy.
This is from Heavy. This is crazier actually, but thank God it's from Russia instead of here. YouTuber kills pregnant girlfriend on live stream after abusing her. A YouTuber has been arrested after a live broadcast showed him abusing his pregnant girlfriend until she died.
What?
Russian YouTuber Stas Refle, whose real name is Stanislav Reshetnikov, I did pretty good on that one. Was accused.
Russian.
I sounded like I knew what the fuck I was talking about. Was accused of forcing Valentina Gregoriev, his pregnant girlfriend, onto his balcony in only her underwear in freezing temperatures, according to the Sun's report. The 20-year-old woman then died of suspected hypothermia at his house in a village of Ivanovka near Moscow. All while Reflay continued to broadcast, the Sun reported. Local media outlets vary in their reporting on Reshetnikov's motives for putting his girlfriend on the balcony, with some reporting that he was paid $1,000 by fans to abuse her on his live stream, whereas others said he kicked her out of the balcony after they had a fight. Reshetnikov also returned to his viewers and sat in front of the camera saying, "Guys, no pulse. She's pale. She is not breathing," while continuing to record his girlfriend's body in the background. He also said, "Wake up, Vala. I love you. Wake up." The Sun reported that the live stream was broadcasted for 2 hours after Gregor's death. Reshetnikov's channel has now been removed from the platform. He was known to abuse his girlfriend on video, pepper spraying her, constant verbal shit, all kinds of shit. And he actually got, fans for this shit, dude. This is how fucked up Russia is. Like that's like, because I think it's legal to abuse. Domestic violence is like normal over there, right? Is that how it goes?
I think it's tolerated. Yeah.
So it must be because he had fans for it.
Lower anywhere outside of here has a way lower regard for human life. Period. So yeah,
it's fucking crazy.
Especially Russia. I mean, some are worse than others. Some more than others.
Yeah, it says right here he made his money through online donation from his fans to continue producing violent content.
So people were paying him to watch him abuse and disrespect his girlfriend.
Right.
Wow.
Dude.
That's bro. Where are we living at right now?
Activist Lisa Lazarson slammed YouTube for banning videos showing breasts, but allowing videos such as Reshetnikov's showing violence against women without problems. So the woman dies on air. The audience sends donations to the killer. Such videos broadcast to the whole world, meaning something is broken. Until this is fixed, censorship is necessary, said Lazarson.
Yeah.
Basically, it was a snuff film.
Dang, bro. Yes.
This reminds me of that documentary, Don't Fuck with Cats. Has any of y'all seen that? It was on Netflix a while ago. It's basically a dude that fucking goes on there. He uses a fake account or whatever, but he puts it on YouTube or something to fucking go to the whole world. Well, he starts torturing animals on there. I think it was a cat to begin with, or a snake or some shit. I forget. It was a while ago. I watched it, but dude, so one person, a cat lover, is like, motherfucker. Oh, that's what it was. He got a snake to eat a cat or some shit like that. And then he started doing fucked up things to the animals. And then it got more and more. And then it turned to humans. But by now, he had whole bunch of people watching him going, motherfucker, and like, yo, you fucking asshole. So he was getting popular by doing these fucked up videos, and they were trying to catch him. So they were trying to like take pieces of the video in the room and go, man, okay, I noticed those cigarettes, they sell those in London or something like that. So they started, all the people started piecing together, working together, doing fake groups. But then they found out he infiltrated their groups.
Whoa!
Dude, it's a crazy documentary, bro. It is a fucking crazy.
Did they catch him?
They fucking caught him, dude. But it took forever, dude. And it's called Don't Fuck with Cats, bro. It was one of those documentaries I turned on, and I was just like, I was hooked to it from the beginning.
You told me about it, but I'm like,
yeah.
When you say Don't Fuck with Cats, I'm like,
yeah, man. But check this out. If Gregoreva is determined to have died from hypothermia, Reshetnikov could face up to 2 years in prison.
2?
That's it. 2.
Yeah, but it's not the hypothermia that killed them, you stupid fucks.
Exactly.
It was the abuse.
Either way, you fucking killed her.
For 2 years.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
No, that's my point. It's not that. It's not like, oh shit, hypothermia got into your house.
Right.
They broke in.
Yeah.
Hey, tell hypothermia when I see him, it's on.
I'm getting a jacket.
But what's the defense? Hey, she's Russian. I thought she could handle it. I threw a bottle of vodka out there.
The fuck.
Wow, that's not funny. But
that's crazy, man.
But if you know,
I just saw the video. The shit was mad sad, actually. That's why I was quiet the whole time.
But
you watched the video? I didn't know the video was still out.
It's disturbing as fuck.
I don't want to even see it.
So if you live in a country and you know the most you're gonna get is 2 years for killing somebody,
right?
Man, that ain't a lot of time.
So that's a country run by the mafia.
Yeah.
That is not a lot of time, bro.
And your fans probably gonna be sending you money, hoping that you get out and do some old crazy work.
Wow. Another 2 years, stars. 2 more years. 2 more years. That's gonna be his fucking. Sad. That's gonna be his tag.
That's crazy, man. So let's get on to happy times. We're gonna do some quick topics. All right. Here we go. There's rumors circulating that Dabo Swinney might join his former star college quarterback and coach the Texans next year. Like it or not. Whoever. I don't give a shit.
I'll go. The only reason why I don't like it is because Deshaun, it's going to sound weird, is already a little older. So he has his ways.
How old is Deshaun?
He has his ways of playing.
I think he's like 24, 25.
Oh man, he's new. He's a baby.
I'm gonna go with.
You're agreeing with him?
I'm agreeing with O. If it was me, I'd go with Trevor Lawrence. I'm just saying.
That was my point.
I know that's where you was going. We've been seeing side.
Exactly.
I know where you're going.
So you say until Trevor's done, you want to go with Trevor?
I would wait for Trevor if I was him. If I'm coming in and I'm starting fresh.
Well, what if he goes the next year?
If he goes next year, then I mean,
you still got a year to. You still get your college money in.
But then the guy that's coming behind Trevor at Clemson is a bad.
Is he? Who is it?
His last name is weird. It's like Monday.
He's a bad man.
Monday Tompo from
his last name is Monday Tompo.
No, but it starts with an O, but it's the same kind of last name.
Yeah,
it's one of those hard.
Antetokounmpos?
Yeah,
it's one of the Antetokounmpos.
So he's 20. He's 25.
See.
Wow.
So does he? Not that I'm not saying he's old in the fact of like in the back end. Does he have his ways of playing already, and now you can't change him?
But Dabo's the one that said he's going to be the Michael Jordan of the NFL. So if anybody could elevate his status to that, to what he believes, it would be him.
What's the name they called Phil Jackson?
Yeah.
What was the nickname?
Zen Master?
He could Zen Master.
Zen Master.
And get the Jordan of football going.
That'd be cool. Funny.
Dabo did say that, man. He said he's going to be the Michael Jordan of the NFL.
I believe him, yo. I believe him, but Trevor is animal. Bro.
You do? You think he could get back up to Patrick Mahomes level and Aaron Rodgers and
I
Brady
think
and
he's
stuff?
there now. I just think he has no wide. Man, you took the best wide receiver in the game away from him and then give him nothing else.
Yeah,
and you already beat his brains in for like the last 3 years. It's like it doesn't. Texans just baffle me as an organization, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, really I want it to happen because I got another rookie card, Deshaun Watson's.
Oh, that's the only reason why you came over this?
I need him to get good. I need Jordan.
I want to see that Jordan.
I need the Jordan so I can get paid.
I want that Jordan, man. Aaron Rodgers says he has GOAT qualities. He implies he is in the GOAT conversation, like it or not, Mike.
Yeah, I think he's the bronze medalist. In the GOAT category.
Ooh,
I don't know,
that's
man.
Pretty good.
Yeah,
that's pretty good. I think he would take that. He would take that, dude.
How about this? Do you know Aaron Rodgers has more touchdowns this year than his punter has punts?
Well, that's good.
That's cool. That's a good stat.
But Aaron Rodgers is, quarterback and being a quarterback is probably the best quarterback physically and like throwing and angles and accuracy. He's probably the best we ever seen. But he wasn't in Brady's situation, and that's what made Brady so special. Because with Bill Belichick being your defensive guru, like Bill Belichick make everybody look stupid on defense. So you just got to be good, a little bit better than great, and kill with Bill Belichick.
I think it's crazy when you think about it like this. Okay, let's take Tom Brady and sit him next to Aaron Rodgers since it's a GOAT conversation, right? So you got Aaron Rodgers over here, you got Brady over here. Aaron Rodgers, like you said, seems like he's got more mechanics than Brady. He's more mobile.
Yeah.
He could throw on the run. But what's different? What's really different between the two?
Mental.
Attitude.
Yeah, attitude and mental. Yeah.
Mental approach.
Yeah.
Because when you see Brady, he'll never break down in an interview or anything, man. He is a cool, calm, collected dude and well calculated. Yeah. And then when you hear Rodgers from time to time, especially if he's having a bad season, he'll just start talking shit.
He can be a dick.
But I think it's kind of like the guy that has all the talent versus the guy that's working to get some talent. So if you and a guy start out and you got more talent than this guy, and this guy works up to your level and some kind of surpass you, you'll never catch that guy because he's had to work to get there. And that's Brady. Brady has to work for those angles where Aaron just throws the ball.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Brady has to mentally see the field, mentally like scope it out and play chess while you playing checkers, when Aaron can just be like, you know what, I see him open, bam.
That's what I'm saying.
So
in a way, he's got the mechanics that are better than Brady, but at the end of the day, that's how much your attitude matters.
Yeah.
Because your attitude and mental approach can make you the fucking GOAT, no matter if you don't have the tangibles that
Imagine walking up to like one of the greatest people of all time, be like, "Man, I'm a huge fan." They're like, "Thanks, kid." And they're like, "Your attitude sucks."
Why are you such a dick?
Could you sign my jersey?
Oh yeah, sign my back. To me from me.
To me from me.
Oh shit. Oh, that'd be hilarious.
That would be awesome.
That would be awesome.
That'd be such a funny story.
That would be.
I had to ask him, yo.
Have some cameras on him so see how he reacts. How's he gonna handle that?
Oh, that'd be funny as shit. And then he'd have to finish signing your shirt.
Yeah,
you couldn't be a dick and not.
Yeah,
you couldn't be a dick and not sign it at that point.
What if you just
Stab you with the pen?
I think Aaron Rodgers is a little crazy for thinking he's got GOAT qualities, man. He's got the qualities, but he's not in the conversation. And that's what he was implying.
I gotta disagree with you on that.
There's no conversation though.
Bro.
In football, for GOAT quarterback, does anybody really, I wouldn't even put Patrick Mahomes up there yet.
But he has more touchdowns. He has more yards. Better numbers.
Yeah, but we're talking about greatest of all time.
Yeah.
You're talking about the greatest of all time conversation. And for the quarterback,
you still got Montana,
NFL,
Elway. You still got
Montana would be more in the conversation than Aaron.
Yeah.
And it's not.
I thought you were talking about like still in the game, playing relevant. You know?
No, he says that he's in the GOAT conversation. Period.
Lifetime. Yeah.
Dude, he's never gonna reach GOAT status.
It ain't no
he's
way.
a Hall of Famer, but
right. He's a legend.
He's a legend, but
was it you who said there should be levels to the Hall of Fame?
Right. But this
tier
is the tiers, yeah. But this is the
So what tier you think he's in, Corey?
Tier 3.
Well, this is
3.
Yeah.
But you got
three, whatever whatever's under Montana.
If there's a big ass gap, if there's a big ass gap between 1 and 2, though, it's not even a debate.
Yeah.
And that's how I see
like
Brady, dude.
Are you
And
talking about like a straight hand gap? Or are you talking about like how close are we talking?
Or a Tyson gap.
How far? Yeah, exactly. How hard is the? How hard is that? Is it like a snake or is it like air?
Is there a draft coming through, or what are we talking about?
Am I getting spit on, or can I talk to you?
Did you get a full chiclet between there?
I want to know, is it
a whistle?
I was going to say, is it a whistle or is it this?
Oh, man. Look, I respect everybody, but if you're gonna do that, then you got to respect what Brady's done.
Oh yeah, that's why you got to kind of put Brady on the top of the mountain
because I'm so quick to say Mahomes is the next one,
but you can't
say that. That's not even right to do. Yeah. But I'm going to talk about him right now. If Patrick Mahomes averages 300 plus passing yards and 110 plus or better passer rating for the remainder of the season, he will be the first player in league history to achieve that feat twice. He's only 24. Like it or not.
Like it.
Oh, I like it. Why can't you like it? I mean, who can not like it? That's good stuff. I hate the Chiefs and I like it. So good for him.
The only question I have is that
proud of you, Mike.
Do we go into the fact that everybody throws now, so he has a jump because he's so young?
Well, he's the first. He's the first to do it, but there's going to be a lot to follow that suit. You know, that are going to they're going to break his record too. You know,
that's what I'm saying.
I mean, that's the new era.
Yeah, man, but that's pretty fucking.
That's the new breed of quarterback, though,
like
man.
It, but I like
110 and 300
for the record. I like
for their whole season average. That's a fucking hell of it. I mean, you got to have an Andy Reid and shit like that. You got to have your stars aligned to have that happen. No Patrick Mahomes by himself is making that happen.
But you kind of go back to like what you said, and I hate to keep beating up on Aaron, but it's organization.
Beat up on him. He's an asshole. No, he doesn't even give his fucking family tickets to the games.
Your attitude to get
he doesn't. He doesn't.
But what I'm saying is,
he says, "Fuck you, Dad. Pay for your own ticket."
But the thing is, it's like organizationally.
I would say I'm gonna kick your fucking ass.
Mahomes is in a better organization.
Yeah.
He got there, it was already stable. It was all. Yeah. He got there, it was already like a zen. You know,
he was the missing piece.
He was the missing piece.
Tetris.
Bam. Boom. Okay, now we good forever.
And he was a hell of a missing piece too.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think the problem with greatness and GOATness in any sport is organizations. Because look at Mike. Mike had feel. Like, you think Michael Jordan, I'm sorry, I'm good with music. You think Michael Jordan is Michael Jordan without Phil Jackson?
No.
You think you think Brady is Brady without Belichick?
The planets have to align.
They have
What if Brady would have been on the Bucks?
It would
in 2000.
He'd been Brett Favre.
Right. Actually, that's a bad
a Super Bowl.
Yeah, that's a bad comparison because he would have had a defense. Yeah, but if he was like on some shitty team.
But that's a good one though. Think about him with Tony Dungy.
Yeah. Right.
They're the same.
They would have won.
They would have won.
They would have won.
He may still be the same guy with Tony Dungy.
We won with Brad Johnson.
Yeah. Yeah, that is true.
So we definitely would have won with Brady in 2002. But I just think that what Mahomes is doing is unprecedented, man. It's off the charts, dude. 24 years old, and he's MVP, got a Super Bowl already. Yeah. If he keeps his cool and stays here instead of getting too high on himself, because we know he's not going to get too low. He's got $500 million in the bank. So I can't believe he signed a $500 million contract.
He's the prophecy.
Yeah.
The chosen one.
How do you not get too up when you have $500 million in the bank, Super Bowl, MVP, and you're only 24 years old?
And you're not even 25 yet.
You're not even 25 yet.
But then that's a lot of extra pressure on your life.
That's what I'm saying. How do you not get too up?
Yeah. How do you not? Yeah.
How do you check your ego?
Yeah.
It's fucking hard, man. Wow, man. March 5th, 2021 is a set date for Coming to America Part 2.
Yeah.
Like it or not.
Yeah, I want to see how that shit works out the day after all the fun and partying. It's like, now go back to real life.
It's a Monday.
Let's see how that works out.
Fucking Prince.
Bored ass fucking princess. Akeem just doesn't give her as much attention anymore.
Where the McDougal's at?
He's spending a lot of time with the bathers.
Yeah, because I would have stayed in there with the bathers.
Are the McDougalls woke now?
The McDowells.
Yeah.
Yeah, the McDowells.
The
McDowells, are they woke?
Yeah.
Are they still rocking the Jerry curls, yo?
The Daryl, yeah.
Well, dude, the cast,
Glow Empire,
the
you know
cast,
where they at?
Yeah, they got crumbled.
The cast is low. The cast is loaded, dude.
So
they got Tracy Morgan, a bunch of motherfuckers in there.
So Glow's gonna be eye to eye with Kylie Jenner's product and shit. They're both gonna be like mad high stocks. It's like they're battling right now for #1 for the year.
Oh man!
Times Forbes magazine.
I'm so excited though. It's finally something that I want to
that
watch.
movie, yeah.
That'll be fun. I think it's gonna be funny.
I think it is too.
Eddie gonna play like 10 parts again?
It's the same thing, dude. It's not the same movie, but it's a continuation. I think his son now. Eddie's gonna be the king now. So his son, he had a kid.
Next generation, yeah.
Yeah, he had a kid that he didn't know about or something, where he has to something like that.
I gotta see if that burger spot now has like a Whataburger, like not a real burger.
Yeah, modern things. Yeah.
White Castle.
Yeah,
they got like
a Beyond Burger,
like a vegan burger.
I'm excited about
that. It's like
that.
Not real produce meat, but it's meat.
It's meat. Yeah,
that should be clean, boy.
It's gonna be dope too.
Yeah,
and it's gonna be on Amazon too, so you don't have to. You can just stream it.
That's what's up.
Conspiracy theorists believe videos show Jeffrey Epstein alive and well, living in New Mexico.
No,
the fuck out
like it or not, I swear to God, there's
a
video.
I'll go first. I don't like it because his fucking neck is broke.
Yeah, I don't like it because like how you let Jeffrey,
we better all not like it.
Yeah. How you let Jeffrey Epstein walk free, bro? Like, come on, bro.
But that rumor was out there, and now they got a video. A fucking him on a ranch. It says right here, man very similar in appearance was spotted and recorded driving a truck outside of his Zorro Ranch, the place where several accusers say they were raped and trafficked. It's been reported. Yeah, he has that place. It's his place. Listen. It's been reported that that's the only property of Epstein's that has not been raided yet. The ranch is 10,000 acres. 10,000 acres, bro. Has its own private airstrip on it.
But how you go from like a billionaire to Grizzly Adams, yo?
So they got all these fucking people.
Grizzled.
But you got to survive now.
Yeah,
look up that video and see the thing that they got
off the grid. Like I don't think he can survive off the grid.
He's not off the grid. Shit.
His fucking neck is.
Hey, when you have Les Wexner money, you're off the grid.
See, they're lucky I don't have that kind of money because I would assemble a team of some friends of mine.
And just
allegedly,
and just figure out if
go down there.
Really
I would just snatch and grab, do the DNA test. If it's him, then we've had it.
No, you can't just snatch and grab on a random Friday, bro.
Allegedly,
gotta contain these pedophiles. No, but that's 10,000 acres though. 10,000 acres, you can hide all day, bro.
Justice League,
you can hide all day if you got that kind of money.
Not if I had a helicopter.
That is crazy. Ghislaine Maxwell. Meanwhile, Ghislaine Maxwell just proposed a $28.5 million bail package and proclaims her innocence.
Whoa.
Yeah, that really just happened too. That just happened just a few days ago, I think.
And it's crazy how they're keeping that quiet, though.
In August of 2019.
Yeah, man. I mean, what do you want to do? You know, it's very possible. Think about it like this. Okay. Hold on. Take what happened. I see you taking up oxygen already. Take what happened at the jail. How he was in prison. It was supposed to be on full. He had a guard watching him. He had a camera on him. He had a cellmate, and he had two people at the end of the hall that were also watching him. All gone. No camera. No cellmate. Guy disappears. Who's to say he didn't just walk the fuck out of there? Exactly. Looks a little fucking weird, right? That's the fucking picture that they got.
Oh, yeah. That's kind of scary, yo.
Colin, what do you think?
It looks a lot.
Everybody's got a doppelganger, but damn.
That's too.
For being on your own ranch?
Yeah.
No?
Yeah, that's true, yeah.
We got an outside source saying no.
Right. It looks, dude, that's...
I can see the resemblance, but I can also say no, because I can see
But
where
it's on his ranch, though.
It's on his ranch.
Does he got a brother or
That's
cousin?
what I was thinking. It could be
a relative.
Yeah.
I just saw the whole fucking ranch.
That's like,
and why is that the only property that hasn't been raided yet?
That's his Billy Carter, man. You know, it's
Look
like
how big that fucking place is, dude.
He's just keeping the place
Jesus
clean and
Christ.
shit. Maintenance guy.
You get lost there.
It's crazy.
SEAL Team 6.
So they're staying. so they got people off on the borders of the property that are watching, right?
Catch and grab.
So they got people like, because there's fence line out there. So that's where they took that picture, because they're all there like, man, fuck this guy. Like they're pissed, man. They're out there like, dude, they've been watching. They got a whole team of people on the internet. They're teaming up to fucking try to find these motherfuckers, which is cool, but I mean it's dangerous too, and it's. I
don't know, bro. That's one of those things that can go either way.
Ah, man.
Because I wouldn't, like, the scary part about it, I wouldn't be surprised.
Right.
Like if he was alive and well, like although I don't think it would be. I don't think it's cool.
If he was alive and well, it'd be where he's at.
Yeah, I don't.
And the FBI, let me add something to that. The FBI was covering for him the whole fucking time. They actually had the picture of him and Prince Andrew since 2011, acting like that. And Prince Andrew was saying that picture was doctored. They had the original.
But it's their job to do that, though, yo.
To cover for him?
Yeah.
Yeah, because they get paid.
There's money involved.
That's why I'm saying it's even more likely that might be him.
Yeah, but that's what goes back to me saying I wouldn't be surprised.
Right.
Yeah, the powers that be now. Damn it, Jeffrey, we told you not to go to town. Now we got to kill you for real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mexico, Jeffrey, really? Mexico.
That would suck. You get back home and the dude got a silencer.
I got to re-die.
Yeah,
you just had to fucking go to town.
You just had to go to town, Jeff.
Empanadas got you again. Huh?
Empanadas.
Oh, you just got it.
I'm dead.
From the corner store, Jeff.
No, Epstein is.
This fucking guy.
All right. Every time.
Well, that's true. J.W. Lucas, music producer for hip hop acts such as DaBaby and Lil Uzi Vert, took to Twitter, said, "Why is the world asking for justice for Breonna Taylor? Of course she shouldn't have lost her life, but do you realize she was involved with multiple drug dealers who were using her house as a trap spot? If you sign up for that life, then there are consequences, like it or not."
Now, quick backstory.
Is there truth to that?
I thought that's what I was about to say.
Well, they said, we remember the story where we said fake news travels 6 times faster than real news.
Yeah.
He was a victim.
Yeah.
Because that was a narrative. If you look in WikiLeaks, or Wikipedia, it says that story. It says that it was a drug spot, trap spot, whatever.
But even if I don't think we should be promoting cops walking into public places and shooting guns.
Well, this is also a white dude.
I'm
just saying, dude.
Love you guys.
Yeah.
Even though you got rappers like DaBaby that like fuck around with their personal assistants and make rowdy shit in the airport.
Right.
So to say that, it's like, oh, but you're gonna promote that? It's like, all right, bro.
Oh, by the way, the tweet was since deleted.
Come on.
That's why, because he realized shit.
He's like, oh shit, DaBaby's out here causing trouble too.
He just did one too many lines that day.
Exactly.
Why'd you have to say that?
Exactly.
You could have said shit like,
he would have visited his grandpa.
Album coming soon.
Yeah.
You could have said any fucking thing.
Yeah, man. I mean, there was no drugs found at the fucking house. He's an idiot. He's an idiot, dude.
Yeah.
You just
and normally when you have a spot like that, I mean,
did you see Kenneth Walker though? His record was spotless, dude. He's a church dude. Yeah. He doesn't even cuss.
Yeah.
I can believe
it.
Literally, the dude was like a saint.
I can believe it.
I mean, how much more could you fuck up and just
cleaner than them cops?
You know, me and Clemmy, we were talking the other night.
Wait, before we go off, check it out. USA Today, September 4th, 2020. The police recovered no drugs or cash from the 26-year-old 20-year-old apartment from May 1st. Police reports show how officers linked Taylor to narcotic investigation centered 10 miles away, largely through evidence that has since been challenged.
Right.
So
is that on Wikipedia?
No, this is on USA Today.
Oh.
Posted a couple months ago. So it's still updated, but it's like, the fuck are you talking about?
Right.
It doesn't matter who I fuck with. If I fuck with porn stars that get high,
you know what that is? That's covering for law enforcement, man. That's what you have to do. It's basically, dude. I just think me and Clemmy were talking about the other night how weird just that situation alone, man. Mm-hmm. Just the Breonna, the fact that we would mistakenly 30 minutes before that, we actually got the guy in custody we were looking for. We didn't communicate with those guys, but we ended up kicking in this door 30 minutes later and doing what we did to that house.
Yeah.
Makes no sense. No sense. No sense.
And as Americans, we should be not wanting our law enforcement to take law like that. That's when law become lawlessness, because it's like, even if someone
even if it was drugs,
even if it's drugs in the house,
right?
If it's a no-knock warrant and you walk into somebody's house at 3:00 in the morning, what do you think is going to happen?
Exactly.
So,
and you don't think that they don't have guns?
And you know they have guns.
Right.
So that's what I'm saying. All of this could have been avoided if, number one, once they picked up the perp that they were looking for, they called off everything else. Communications.
Goddamn it, they're all get all suited up for nothing tonight. We're going in.
That's what it sounds like.
That's what it sounds like.
And so it's just
and then you also protect the safety of all the other people, because if they do happen to have a gun, shots go off, you can have 30 bullets spit everywhere, and you can threaten the lives of the people next door in a fucking very small apartment complexes with the walls that are paper fucking thin, ripping through that shit.
And you're like, and she was like a real life first responder, bro. She's like a real life
for 2 hospitals.
EMT. So it's like, come on,
they
bro.
were
so
even saying that was
you EMT in the morning and you go trap at night. Like, who lives that life?
Really?
I even saw a story. They were doubting that. They were even doubting that. They were like, "No, shit, that was lies too. She wasn't a first responder." I'm just like, "What the fuck, man?" I mean, dude, you will see. It's like the thing we did the other day. It's news travels, fake news travels 6 times faster than real news. I think it was 6 times. Might have been even faster than that. Might have been 8 times.
Like, no, she's not a first responder. She was always late. It's like, what?
Bro, what are you even talking about?
No, but I'm saying that's the shit they'll go off of. She wasn't a first responder, bro. She was late.
Always late.
Right.
She was a second responder, actually.
Exactly. How the fuck does that even work?
What are you even talking about?
And that's the kind of shit that pissed me off, because that's what causes the divide, man. When fake information gets out like that, now you have half the fucking nation thinking that her death was at least not the cop's fault.
Yeah.
And then at the very least, and then it's
taken away, but also back you peel another layer back, taking someone's hard work ethic away from them. Like, imagine stripping someone away from that. Like, you go through that and it's like, oh yeah, you're just in general, anything. You're not a doctor, you're not a teacher.
Exactly.
It's like, bitch, you don't know what I went through.
Right.
Reasonable doubt, though. That's all they're trying to create.
Yeah, no, I know, but I'm just saying, for someone who passed away.
Yeah, that sucks.
Like, yeah. They don't even have a voice.
They can do whatever they want, yeah.
All right. Man, don't talk, yo.
Besmirch you.
Well, that's the deal, man. We got hero of the day today. We got 2 of them. Justin Jackson. Justin is a running back for the Los Angeles Chargers. He has been fighting medical care for all because his mom died of breast cancer at a really early age. So and it crippled his family financially. So he's fighting for that. He also is going back and forth with AOC, holding her accountable on Twitter. So good shit, Justin. And Rebecca Jones for doing the same thing, pretty much standing up to the system, having a spine and doing the right thing no matter what. We're very grateful and much love to that. So Rebecca Jones and Justin Jackson, hero of the day. Anybody got anything to say?
Yeah.
What?
All right, let's everybody just calm the fuck down.
Love somebody new, yo.
Yeah,
as
man.
usual, man.
Give me some good vibes. I'm in fantasy playoffs this weekend.
Okay.
Give me all the good juju you got.
Try to listen more too. Listen to people's problems, because everybody's got a lot of problems, man. So if you got the energy, listen to somebody's problems so you can help them.
If you could give them anything, give them an ear for the holidays.
Yes, sir. Love, love, love. All right. Thank y'all for tuning in. If you can't be nice, keep it moving then. Wash your mask.
Be a part of the Pride on the People's Network. Please subscribe.